Hi there. You might remember a little while ago I made a video detailing why I thought Wing Chun would never have a place in MMA. Got a lot of views, a lot of comments. Thanks a lot to everyone who posted your comments, whether you agreed with me or not. I appreciate you letting me know what you think. As a bit of a follow-up, after I posted that video, I got quite a lot of messages of various people on YouTube asking my opinion on sort of different fighting styles and this, that, and the other, and other aspects of Wing Chun they wanted a bit more detail about. I had a few people ask me, I want to start training Wing Chun. What should I look for in a teacher? Who should I go and train with, sort of thing. So I thought I'd just make a quick video to outline, in my opinion, what you should and shouldn't look for in a teacher to try and find somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Now, the problem with Wing Chun, I don't know if it's the same with other martial arts, but certainly with Wing Chun, it's very political internally, and there's a lot of people vying for sort of attention and saying they've got the original traditional Wing Chun. Other people know ours is traditional Wing Chun. And it's a lot of bullshit, really. Either it works or it doesn't, to be quite honest with you. So in this video, and I want to make it perfectly clear, you'll notice I don't mention any names, either positively or negatively. I'm not going to say, instructor A is good or instructor B is bad. I'm not really interested in getting into any of that kind of thing. I just want to give you some general tips from my experience and in my opinion is to help you find an instructor who's worthy of your time and your money. Okay, so I'm just going to go through 5 points. Okay, really simply. All right. Before I start, I should say that I think everybody should train a martial art. I don't really care which one. Go and do kickboxing, taekwondo, boxing, wrestling, karate, judo, aikido, jiu-jitsu, whatever you want to do, but do something, because I honestly think that training in any martial art is brilliant for your self-discipline, your self-awareness, your self-worth. It makes you better, it makes you more confident, better to defend yourself, and all this sort of thing. And let's face it, when was the last time you heard of a martial artist attacking somebody on the street or somebody getting mugged by a gang of judoka? It just doesn't happen. Mixed martial artists or martial artists in general, Wing Chunners, karate, because everybody, they've got the mindset that their body is a weapon and they know how frail somebody else's body is, and they've got more respect for each other, and if everyone had that respect, the world would be a better place. So please do go and train something. Even if it's not Wing Chun, do train in something. So here are my 5 tips for finding a decent Wing Chun instructor. Okay, first one, and most importantly, if you go to a class and the guy or girl who wants to be teaching you can't validate exactly what they're teaching, then you should walk out of the building. By which I mean, if you say to them, well, why do we do this? Why not do it like that? And they say, oh, it's how I was taught, or it's traditional, or oh, it's just the way we do things here. Those are not acceptable reasons for training a particular method or application, okay? Every time you ask a question, your teacher should be able to give you an answer and demonstrate it against a full pressure, full intent attack, okay? When I go to my sifu and I say, Sifu, I don't understand this drill, this application, can you just show me it? He says, right, throw me a punch as hard as you can and I will show you why we do it like this and not like that, okay? Examples include things like whether you turn on your heels or your toes or your K1 point, middle of the foot. It doesn't make any difference, because if your teacher can make it work and teach you to make it work, it doesn't really make any difference at all, to be quite honest with you, because martial arts either work or they don't work. Systems either work or they don't work. In Wing Chun, we've got very strict base principles of centerline, structure, driving into your opponent, responding with counterattacks, things like that. The free hand strikes forward. These are baseline stuff you can't change. Nothing comes in, nothing gets taken out. You should train Wing Chun with a Wing Chun teacher, okay? If the guy says, do it like this, you say, why? And he says, because I say so, turn around and walk out the door, okay? Because he knows fuck all and he can't prove it, okay? They must be able to prove it. Get them to validate what they're telling you, point 1. Point 2, avoid people who sell themselves on the basis of being a master or a grandmaster or a great grandmaster or a great grandmother. Okay, a lot of the times these titles are given to people by themselves. Okay, some people they get a black sash or a black grade or whatever at a particular academy or school. They then leave to start up their own school, and because they're the top guy in their new school they've just invented, they call themselves a master. Okay, it's absolutely worthless. Okay, I mean, I'm technically a sifu, but I'm only a sifu because my sifu bestowed the name upon me. I never asked for it, and I certainly wouldn't call myself that off my own back. It was an honour to be given it for my sifu because it was a measure of the respect that he has for me and the quality of my work. But I don't go around telling people this. It's on my t-shirt when I train, but it's just a title. You know, I don't sell it. I don't get private lessons from it. People come to me because they know what I'm talking about, hopefully. So yeah, the titles mean nothing. Okay, just disregard entirely if they're Grandmaster this or Grandmaster that. It's irrelevant. All the real Grandmasters died out a long time before you were born. Everybody else is a student of somebody else. Bear that in mind. That's point 2. Point 3. Generally speaking, avoid people who put videos on YouTube as a main marketing activity. Now, don't forget, these people run classes as a business, and there's nothing wrong with that. They should be able to earn a living from their skills, and I would never begrudge people that. But don't forget, the people on YouTube are just the people on YouTube, if that makes sense. I.e., these are the instructors who have a little bit more technical now, so they've got a video camera and a student with the internet, which means they can make a lot more noise. But think of all the people who aren't on the internet. Think of all the teachers working really hard and diligently in the back streets and the back alleys and the back, you know, these little tiny quoons all over the world who aren't interested in being famous or having their pictures on the internet. They want a choice few students to walk through the door naturally or get referred through word of mouth, and they'll train them. And these guys, some of these guys are fantastic. Some of these guys are rubbish. They're harder to find. But just because someone's on YouTube, don't take it as an automatic recommendation that they are good or that they know what they're talking about. Okay? Number 4, really important one, and you can check this one out for yourself. As soon as you finish watching this video, do some searches and you will agree with me. Okay? Number 4, avoid teachers who who demonstrate techniques on their students and the students immediately ragdoll. Yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. The guy is, yes, your grandmaster, okay? He's rolling with his student like this. It's all looking very good. And then he puts an attack in, and the student goes like this, and he'll just ragdoll like this, and he'll allow himself to get hit multiple times or chain punched in the face, and he'll just go, oh, Sifu, you beat the crap out of me. Not impressive, okay? Not impressive at all. I could do that with anybody. I could do that with my brother, put it on the internet, and you'd be like, wow, this guy is really good, okay? But if somebody just ragdolls in front of you and goes limp as soon as you start striking, it's not realistic. I'd rather see a Sifu with his senior student having a good old back and forth battle, each of them showing levels of skill that's demonstrably higher than the other, but I want to see him in a proper to and fro. Let's see some energy going backwards and forwards. Let's see somebody getting tested and responding well to it. That's much, of course, it doesn't look as impressive because one guy isn't dominating the other, but you can tell this guy, tell you what, I'm just going to throw this punch at you, just fall over. It goes back to the sort of Ki Masters and stuff like that. Let me shout at you, you fall on the ground and I'll get 10 more students. It's bullshit, okay? So look out for ragdolling students. Seriously, do a search after this on Chi-Sao, okay? And don't forget, Chi-Sao is a game to be played, okay? It's a training aid. And you'll see people and they will roll with their students, and the students, as soon as the Sifu starts to attack, will go limp. They will ragdoll. Okay, which proves nothing apart from the fact that they're either scared of their Sifu or they're trying to show him respect. But that's no way to show respect to a Sifu. If you want to respect your Sifu, you should attack him and allow him to defend himself. Okay. 5, and last of all, watch the feet. Majority of YouTube videos take place from the waist up. You will see a lot of this, fast hands, doing all this sort of nonsense. Okay. What you won't see is the footwork. 2/3 of Wing Chun is from the waist down. Okay. Your footwork is essential. If the base of the structure is not there, everything from the waist up is absolutely worthless. Okay, so watch the feet. You see people roll, you see people sparring, or people training applications. Check the footwork. If it's shoddy, if it's weak, if it's got no structure from down below, it's just showy, and it will not work against a takedown attempt or a strong attack or a fast opponent. Okay, so can they validate it? Avoid grandmasters. Avoid people who live on YouTube. Not me. I'm not showing you stuff. I'm just talking about it. Avoid people who ragdoll their students around the place, and watch the feet. Those are the 5 tips from me of how to find a decent Wing Chun teacher. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again soon.